guys, and welcome to the Wars and Weapons channel. In this video we're going to talk about another weapon that was used in the Crusades and many other wars during the Roman Empire and far before and far after, and is still being used today in a different form that is not actually too visible. Now, before we actually go into the video, we have managed to hit 83 subs, which is actually extremely close to 100 subs. Now, I'm going to tell you that if we reach 100 subs, I will start uploading shorts so that you can reach some, so you can get information about some of his facts and history and other things quicker than what you would do normally. So make sure to hit the subscribe button so that we can reach 100 subs and start uploading shorts. Anyway, I said that I was going to talk about the catapult. The catapult was an early version of the cannon that, well, the cannon, I also uploaded a video about cannons, make sure to go watch that. And the catapult actually used potential energy, stored potential energy in order to throw objects far away, far more than bows and other things, and be able to damage actual structure, because bows, they were light, the arrows were light, they didn't have much force and much range. But the catapult allowed you to throw big rocks and other things at enemy fortifications from far away while staying away from bow fire, meaning it was a pretty safer and stronger option. Now, it also allowed you to throw other things other than big rocks. It allowed you to throw barrels and other things that could contain any kind of material that you would want it, such as some people filled them with fuel, and then they would load them up, and then they would light them up, then they would quickly fire so it doesn't explode. So once it struck the target, it would instantly catch on fire, which was actually a pretty great idea. Now, the mechanism of the catapult is actually pretty simple. It's usually a spring holding onto a frame that arm and some kind of a ball is attached to it like this, and then there's a rope over here where you're supposed to pull so that the thing can be lowered, the arm can be lowered, and you can load the projectile or whatever you were going to load, and then the spring would actually increase in size so that it stores potential energy, so that once you open the rope over here, it would instantly fly at a high speed, and it would throw whatever rock or whatever was in the bowl and at a further distance, because it would hit something that the frame where the spring is attached to, and then the projectile would be shot out with a lot of speed. It was used before the cannons were invented, because cannons actually packed more punch. But the advantage that the catapult had was because it wouldn't use any propellant or any other things, such as cannons, they used gunpowder. You had to pour gunpowder before loading the shell in order to be able to fire the next shot. So you would actually have to have enough gunpowder in hand if you were going to continue firing and firing. But with the catapult, it was not such. You had a rope, you'd attach it to the bowl, you would pull the bowl lower, you load up whatever you have at hand, then you would tie the rope to somewhere, then you would drag it down so that it's down, then you would just cut the rope or just open the part that's attached to the bowl, and then it would just go flying without having to use any kind of propellant. Now, the time the catapult was invented, it was also far before the Christian Jesus was born, around 400 BC, by a Greek scientist that was trying to find a way to throw objects further than what he could do already. So he actually made the stone hurling catapult, or the stone throwing catapult, which actually translates to, well, stone throwing catapult. It threw stones at further distances than what slingshots at the time did. So, and then later on it evolved and evolved in order to become the trebuchet, or the onager that we see the Romans use. And in the modern time, it's actually used to throw aircrafts on aircraft carriers but in a way that is not seen. So like I didn't actually knew the catapults were used on aircraft carriers for a long time, but I eventually found out, and now I'm telling you about it. Anyway, that's enough for today. Make sure to like the video. We're pretty close to 100 subs, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the war bell to be notified of the rest of the wars that will occur on the channel later. Thank you for watching, and stand by for the next video.